Very important to create a smooth, round, tight shape. And this is what we call a wraparound. The hair is taken in a circular motion as though the head's a roller, and the hair's literally wrapped around the entire head, leaving out the triangle section here on the crown so that you have a base to wrap around. So that's the first step. Then with this hair here, you don't want to bunch it up, otherwise it won't take on the natural head shape. Just loop it gently and pin into place. And then take a stocking cap, and I'm going to have you hold the front for me. The stocking cap, and place it over to have everything nice and snug and secure. Now, I very often like to leave little pieces of hair out of the client's own hair because I will possibly be able to use this hair in the hairline when I'm putting the wig on. So leave it as an option, and if it doesn't work out, you can always get rid of it afterwards. Step one is a very important step because the base is the most important thing when you're using a wig. The next thing too, inside the wig, if you take a close look, there are these little Velcro straps where you can either have it wider or tighter according to the head size. We have here on the inside some little metal pieces which can bend, and these will be bent in at the temples so that the wig sits nice and snug. Would you hold the front for me? Get your client to hold the front like this, and then as a team you work together and you slide the wig on. You make sure that the metal pieces are molded around into the face. And get your wig sitting nicely first of all. Now these pieces here I can actually bring out and see if this will work to blend the real hair into the wig. See, that would be an option. Obviously when you blend and you see the hairline, you get a much more realistic effect. So we'll take a look and see if that's a possibility. With this wig, as with any wig, it's so important to customize to suit the client's face shape and her body shape. And I'm just going to bring the hair down. And what I want to do is make it as modern and as young and as fresh as possible so that I'm customizing it to my client's age as well as her lifestyle. So make sure before you do anything else, it's really sitting on nice and snug. I've cheated it back a little bit. It's not right on the hairline. So that's step one. I'm now going to work with my scissors and take away some of the bulk. I also need to decide whether I want to keep out this little piece of hair here that is the real hair, or whether to get rid of it. Well, let's start off by getting rid of some of the bulk, and we'll decide what we'll do afterwards. So here, sliding down with my scissors, and I'm working with the scissors because I want a sort of a chunkier effect. Age is such a big factor for when you're designing. What you can do on a younger person can be much more dramatic and more edgy, and on a more mature client you obviously want to soften the look more considerably. What you're going to find by working with hair extensions, with working with wigs, that it is just a wonderful addition to your repertoire. It will stretch you as an artist to be more creative, and you really are combining commerce with art because you can create looks that are wonderful for your client, and financially you can do very, very well with this additional service. And can you see how just by taking the hair down a little bit more, we create a more appropriate look for a younger client? So think of yourself as a sculptor, just carving into the shape. If you go in and layer in this very traditional way and cut like this, you're going to cut very solid, blunt lines, and it will look very chunky and very heavy. There is already a great shape in this wig. It's not as though I'm working with something that is shapeless. There is already a great shape. I am refining and loosening the hairstyle up so that it's appropriate to my client. That's the only reason I'm doing this. Remember, the most important thing when you're working on wigs and hair extensions is to keep the hairstyle light and airy and irregular in the texture. That way it's more realistic. Now what I'm going to do for the finishing touches is apply just a little bit of hairspray. We have here 4 products from the Raquel Welch line. The shampoo, the conditioner, we have a gel mousse and the hairspray. These products are really excellent on the hair as they are water soluble and they will not dull the fibre. Very important. So just a light spray to lock our hairstyle into place. Again, I'm going in with this claw-like motion to break into the texture. And have the hair be as irregular as possible. And here we have our finished look, which is a wonderful alternative. Would you like to stand up? Let's look at you head to toe. You look really cute with short hair. I must stop fiddling.